All right, everyone. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Are we live? I think we're good to go. How is everyone doing? We got 7 people in here already. We'll see how this one goes. All right, we're still there. Yeah, we're good to go. We'll wait for some more people to show up. We only got 4 people in here now. It's almost 4:30 on a Thursday. Let's see how it pans out here. Let's see. Yeah, we were going over these coins last night in the live stream, and we're zooming out now. And I think we're getting a good picture of where these coins are gonna possibly end up. What's up, Cryptic Jared for 2 right out the gate? I appreciate that. Wormhole, ZBCN, Moonwell, and Maria to the moon. ZBCN, Moonwell, Maria, and Wormhole. Yeah, we looked at Wormhole last night for you last night. I appreciate the 2. But yeah, I mean, looking at Cookie Dow. Cookie Dow is going to be a really good play. Wormhole, Cookie Dow. Oh yeah, Wormhole's the one that's still bearish. It's still down on the bottom. Is it still holding the 382? Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to end up holding. We'll see, but it needs to hold over pretty much 8 to still be short-term low to the high bullish. Starting that nice little curl up at the bottom here. Yeah, we haven't looked at Well in a while. But Well's another one that has a very bullish macro chart that I think tells us exactly what's happening here. Yeah, these coins are in like the prime position to be buying in my opinion, right now. I keep repeating myself, but there's not enough time for these coins. If your coin's going to break down and start, breaking structure here, then it may not ever go up. It may be a dud of a coin, but the same thing with Well here. We're on the bottom of the channel here, which I'm going to start drawing the... Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. That out of the way. I'm going to actually start using the channel tool on these larger monthly time frames. So if we pull that out to there, not going to be perfect, but you get the idea. Trading in the channel. Yeah, I think Moonwell's. I mean, the fact that we're in that stage of the market, to where we only got a couple months left to make our money. This is down in the bottom. It's hitting the bottom of the uptrend, making the higher lows. It really can't go much lower. So it's not a bad idea to be buying in where it is, because that's guaranteeing you in a alt season bull run here. Excuse me. At least it's going to go back to the top of the channel here at some point. October, November, December. So I would say a 35 cent Well is definitely on the table, and that's a good 13x from here. So if you want to play it safe this run, these coins we're looking at, Bonk, Turbo, Well, Cookie, all these coins, they're on the bottom and they got to go up. So maybe when Well hits 35, maybe 40 cents, a little bit above. Hell, even 50 cents would be a 17, 18x. Moonshot would be $1.30, a 47, 48x. But I think if I get in on some of these coins, and my targets are going to be the top of these channels, maybe a little bit above depending on the price. Yeah, Well's not a bad one either. I don't know. That's a guaranteed 13x in my eyes. Hold on, I got a cough. All right, I'm back. I'm still alive. I appreciate the 2 though, my man. I hope your coins do go to the moon. What's up, Still Rain? What's up, Chama, man? You off working, or you off yet? Well, we got Charmander in the house. What's up, my man? Charmander's in the house. Cortez says PNG. Yeah, where's Silver at? We only got 16 people in here. All right, let's see. Credify update, please. What is Credify? Credify. Yeah, all you got to do is tell me the ticker and what it's on. Credify. 'Credify. Yeah, all you got to do is tell me the ticker and what it's on. Credify. Yeah, all you got to do is tell me the ticker and what it's on. Credify. Yeah, all you got to do is tell me the ticker and what it's on. Credify. Yeah, all you got to do is tell me the ticker and what it's on. Credify. Yeah, I mean, every time I zoom out and I'm doing these larger time frames, I'm getting really bullish now. Credify to zero. I know we joke about that, but there's just too many coins now. Yeah, Credify's in the same boat. We ain't got to do nothing but look at the macro time frame to see where these coins are going to end up when they start running. This one seems to be holding the higher lows. We'll go ahead and draw the fib first. It's just not time to run yet, but they're at that prime opportunity to be buying in my opinion. Credify high to the low. You're holding the 236. You're putting in the higher lows. Let's go ahead and try to draw our channel on here. It's going to take a minute. Well, this one apparently broke the previous channel, so not the best looking chart, but it is still making higher lows. So yeah, I don't know about this one. Credify on KuCoin. It looks like to get back into the channel and move up would be the 618 at 4. So you'd have to get up and get over 4. It is holding going sideways, so it's not horrible. And it's a 10x just to get up to resistance. The channel and the 618 is going to be pretty good resistance. So you may get a 10x out of this coin. So if it hits 4 pennies, maybe that's it. Maybe it does break back in the channel. I don't know what this coin's going to do, but if it can hit 12, get back to the middle, that's a 28x. And like I've said many, many times, these coins, there's no way all these coins are going to do these moves. So you got to pick the right ones to make sure people can buy it, make sure they're active, make sure there's some sort of volume coming in on them, make sure people can actually put their hands on it. Yeah, there's no way this one's hitting a new high. I don't know what it is, but that's a 540x. That's not happening. So I don't know what this is on KuCoin, but if it does almost a 9-10x from here at the 4 pennies, I'm out. Off work now. Hoping for a 65-cent well. Yeah, it's very possible, especially like I keep saying, the fact that we're in this point of the market to where if these coins start going up in October, November, like well, and all the others that we're looking at, and someone flips that switch and we're in full alt season status, then there's no doubt in my mind something like well is probably going to break to the upside out of the channel for a moment. So it really does have $1.30 on the table. That's been our target all along. That's a 50x, so you can't beat that. And there's a good chance that it would wick up to about 65 cents. Get stuck at the top of the channel and a nice little wick above, kind of like back here. And then it's over. So very, very likely. Man, there's so many coins that are very juicy right now. It's like, buy me, buy me, buy me. How many X's for Bonk? Bonk's going to the moon, my man. What's up, JY's Adventure? Who did I miss? PNG. Michael says, hey, Dad, love your work. Can you do Peak and Act 1, please? Peak and Act 1. Peak and Act 1. You said Peak or... We can do Peak real quick. I don't know what Act 1 is, so no one's going to buy it. Peak and Act 1. I'm running out of time. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. Just everything. Is this our Peak chart? What the hell happened to Peak? Is there another one? There's a PCP coin. Oh, I forgot about PayPay. PayPay to the moon. Alright, Peak. What are we on? We're on a 3-day chart. Alright, let's go to the weekly. So if it is the bottom for Peak, I mean, this is one of those coins. It's new. Do your research on the coins, the tokenomics, all that stuff. It's going sideways for a very long time here. So macro-wise, you have to get over 10, then over 15 to be bullish. Break out to the moon over 50. Is that even possible? It depends on what the coin is. I've never really looked into peak. I don't know what it is, but it seems to get asked for a lot. So if that is the bottom, 43, 40 cents, 45 cents would be about a 6x. And if you're looking for a moonshot, 23x up to $1.50. If that's the bottom. And we got... Yeah, there's nothing really I can do with it here. We can go a lot smaller and go from the high there to the low. It's trying... Yeah, it's getting stuck right at the 382. So short term, it's bearish until it gets over 6.8. Pretty much 7 pennies. 6.8 at the 382 to be exact. It already hit the 618, got rejected. Yeah, look at that. That's a top if I ever seen one. Large wick on top of that candle there. Tons of volume came in. So the sellers are in control. It's bearish below the 382. So this thing could still go lower. So just keep that in mind. The seller stepped in once it hit the 618. It was over. They said no. We got... What's up, Slava, my man? How you doing? What's up, Cater? How you doing? What's up, Robert? Here today, gone tomorrow for 5. Didn't say anything. I appreciate that. Bullish news for Link and Pyth Network today. What is that? What's the bullish news that doesn't matter? What's up, crypto adoption? Oh, man. I cannot wait to get back into the market and actually have some decent money. I'm telling you guys, I went to the casino this week, but I've never been more broke than I am now. I actually had some things go through that I forgot about, and now it's just bearish. My wallet, my bank account's deep in the shadow realm right now. That's how I'm doing, my man Slava. My finances are deep in the shadow realm at the moment. Like, I can't even think about it because it's either just laugh at it or just be depressed. So I don't even know what to do. What's up, birds? How you doing? Can we look at... All right, I guess a couple of people asked for Pyth, so we'll look at Pyth. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Air conditioning's running, the fan's running, it's hot as hell. So hopefully it's not too noisy. So what's the bullish news for Pyth? That it had a green candle spawn in. Oh my god. It's trying to break the high here, so we'll see. Or break this high. So yeah, it's got the volume coming in at the moment. So that's not bad. Yeah, Pyth doesn't look bad here. Low to the high, it held to 3.2 for a couple of weeks. And now all of a sudden the volume spiked in. So it's bullish right now. It needs to stay over the 236, which is 15, as long as the volume continues. Stock RSI is at the top. Momentum is clearly up at the moment on Pyth. Big price to get over, or you're still bearish, is 22. Short term, you could get stuck at the 786 here. So if this thing comes back down and falls below 17, then it's simply more likely than not putting in a higher high with a nice wick, and then it's going to come right back down. But we'll keep an eye on the volume and see what happens. But yeah, what was the bullish news? Just keep in mind, it's not alt season yet, so certain coins may run really hard, but as of right now, we're not really seeing that. So Pyth to 240 new high would be a 12.5x from here. But she is bullish right now. Any hope for DGen? I've been collecting coins, about 2.5 million now. Yeah, I think DGen's going to be a good play. You can't go wrong with some of these bigger altcoins. You know what? We need to do the zoom out on DGen, I guess. What's up, Ari? How you doing? Keep doing what you're doing, dude. Yeah, I appreciate the 5. I really do. Pice was chosen by U.S. government. Okay. Oh, we got metal detecting in the house. We're back. Metal's back. He's ready to sell his Jasmine and ride off into the sunset. What's up, Metal? How you doing, my man? Uh, where's David and Kura? I have no idea. Yeah, we got to stream later if we want Dave. I know you're talking about a different David, but Dave Lark to come on here from Singapore. He barely wakes up at like 6, 7 o'clock our time. Degen, but yeah, we're gonna do the long, whatever you want to call it, Degen. Oh yeah, someone asked about Bonk earlier. Yeah, if you guys have been watching the last couple of streams, we're I don't know. I'm very interested to see when this is all over with if these prices are actually where they're headed to. Yeah, because we take Bonk here. Bonk is in the same boat. It's down here, this wedge channel, whatever you want to call the pattern here. We could even turn it into a channel if we wanted to. Let's see what that tells us. But Bonk, from where you are right now, there's no room to go down, really. I mean, it's not going to completely die and come all down here and make a lower low. I don't see that happening. There's just, if it does that, it's Bonk already had its run and it's over. But that's all you can really do is kind of gamble. I mean, that's really what this is. It's gambling. We're trying to all make it, but we're gambling. Yeah, this is more of a wedge, not a channel. But anyway, whoever asked for Bonk earlier, this is kind of telling me we're in what, August? These are monthly candles. September, October, run out of time. So in the next 3 months, maybe 4. So the next 4 months is going to tell us everything we need to know. Because Bonk, from where you are right now on the bottom, there's no room to go down, in my opinion. It's at least coming back to the top of the wedge. Probably higher, but you're looking at a guaranteed 19.5, guaranteed almost 20x on Bonk just to hit the top of the wedge again over the next 3 or 4 months, which is more likely than not going to do a move like this again. As soon as the people start to pile in, which can happen at any moment. So this is why I keep saying I'm running out of time, because I would buy Bonk here, Turbo here, Well here, whatever other coin we looked at, because Bonk's going to easily 20x. And that may be it. It may go higher. But I could buy confidently and say, my bags are packed. I know where they're going. I know where I'm getting out. So, let's do it. Yeah, I'm liking these charts on the larger time frames. Where's our DGen charts? You got 2.5 million or something, you said? Yeah, it's just doing like the rest of the market. You're still holding the higher highs or the higher lows, low to the high. You're holding 618 support, so 003, as we said, and then really not bullish until you get over the macro 007. But once it gets over the macro 007, I don't think we can do anything with this one on the... Yeah, because this one's just going sideways. We could draw a large pattern here, but once you get over 007 on the macro, you can be bullish on it again on DGen. But I do think DGen's going to have some crazy volume come in at some point. When it finally starts to run, it's just going to have the volume spike up like crazy. But it doesn't look horrible. It's got that slow grind up. Before we know it, I think we said this last time, you'll have that higher high scenario to where there's a large candle spawning in all the way up here to about a penny. She's going to do a 2, 3.5x, and then everyone's going to say she's bullish. But we'll see. I mean, we're getting there. We're looking at this stuff every day, so we should be okay. But DGen, I think DGen's going to rock it out of here. Remember how it did last time? All we need is some weekly bullish candles to spawn in. I'm not saying it's going to go all the way up here to 17 to 20 cents. That's a 50x plus. 50 to 60x, very, very possible on DGen. I think at some point we said 10 cents is very possible. If I had DGen and it hits 10 cents at 30x, I'm out. I think that's possible. And it's going to happen really fast. So we're at that stage of the game where you just got to hold strong, in my opinion. Hold strong and hopefully take profit at the right time. And don't be greedy. Still waiting patiently for Jasmine. Alright, I think you asked for GFI last night. We didn't look at it, so we'll do GFI and Jasmine. Goldfinch, Coinbase. Oh, Goldfinch is breaking down. Oh, man. She tried, but it's all over. I guess you could do the same thing with GFI here. It's still technically making higher lows. You're coming up on that final 786 support. So the question is it going to go lower? So I would say important support is 5.5 right now. If it goes lower than that, then it's going to come back down to the low and possibly lower. So we don't want to see that happen. So it's not a bad idea. There's a coin called Bad Idea, I believe. Yeah, I really can't draw anything on this. If I could even grab the right tool. Yeah, I would just say watch 55. If it falls below 55, if that's not the bottom again, you have a nice wick back here. But it's not a bad spot to be buying in on GFI. I imagine GFI is going to go up at some point, but it's right on that. It'll probably end up wicking a little bit below 55, but it really can't go lower than that. It's one of those coins that, if you look at the overall chart here, it's hitting that final volume area down here, right at the top. And we've seen that many, many times. So I would, if I had to buy GFI or if I was going to buy GFI, this would be the spot I would be buying right now. It's either going up to the moon or it's going to zero. And I would imagine it's going to go up. So GFI to 15 bucks. It's a 25x, so it's not bad. But yeah, it's down on final support, so it really can't fall much lower, in my opinion, at least. All right, Jasmine, we got Element Rage for 2. Can we take a look at Gari? I appreciate the 2. Much appreciated. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright, Gari, and then we'll get to Jasmine while Metal's here. But we got to do Gari first, since it's paid advertising, or paid whatever you want to call it, Gari Network. Yeah, when we actually go up, I'm going to have to set a price. I'm going to have to say, because I'm not going to look at 1,000 coins on a live stream for 4, 5, 6 hours at $2 a pop. There's no way. That's just going to be too much. But Gari Network, still bearish. One of those charts, just like we looked at with Peak and the others, it's still bearish. Didn't quite hit it, but stuck at the 3-2 area, lower high. Stuck below the 236. Large candle with a wick. It's got some volume coming in, but it has to have some follow through. Let's see. We'll zoom in on Gari. Yeah, it's trying to hold. So if you want to look at it short term, it's holding 0.5 support at the moment. So short term, it has to get over 0074 to be bullish again. And your support is 5.5 at the moment. Any lower than that, then it could come all the way back down here. But the 618 looks like it's going to have good support also. So as of right now, 5.5 and then 4.1. So it could drop 30%. out of nowhere. Sorry, my phone was going off. But yeah, Gari's not a bad play. If that's the bottom for Gari, if you can get over double eight and then 2 pennies, this thing just to hit a 618 retracement in a bull market. I believe Gari Network is on Coinbase, if I'm not mistaken. Then I mean it's a bearish chart right now, but if you're believing in Gari and you know more about it than I do, just check out their tokenomics for the rest of the year. See if they're active on Twitter. See if they got some sort of community. See if they got something going for them. Because 618 retracement to 11, just to hit that and still be bearish would be a 20x. That's not a bad move from where it is, of course. Is there a gate IO chart for GFI? What were we looking at? You want the older chart, huh? There's a gate IO chart, but there's also the crypto chart, which is usually the overall. Oh yeah, we already have the gate IO chart pulled up. It's all the same. GFI is still in a massive downtrend, so pretty much everything we said on it. Yeah, there's no difference in the charts here. It looks like it has to break. I don't know what we said on the other one. But on this one, it needs to get back over the 618. You're sitting right on the 236 at 56. I think we said 55 was your support. So 55, 56, any lower than that, final support's going to be 41. Any lower than 41, then it's over. So it still could drop. But we're getting to that point to where we're looking for the up move. When I'm seeing these coins on the bottom, even like GFI here, the chart looks horrible, but if it goes down too far, then it's not going back up. All right, let me do Jasmine real quick. I want to look at Jasmine. Word there's more pain to come. Yeah, like I said, we may have another month and a half of sideways bearish just down, but we're running out of time. And there's so many coins that are on these final bottom support channels, whatever you want to call it. There's not a lot of room to break down anymore. I know everyone wants to be bearish all the time, but we're almost in September of 2025, and we've been saying for years now, November of 2025 is the top. So we got at most 3 months left, and then it's all over. If you don't make it, you're stuck in the shadow realm with me for the foreseeable future. We got Slava, my man, for 2. Slava, you still want to be a moderator, my man? Polls, please. Polls to the moon. Polls. Polka starter. What is our chart? Oh, this one's on Coinbase also. Just because your coin's on Coinbase, there's no guarantee it's going to go to the moon, so just keep that in mind. There's just too many damn coins now. If I ever get back into the market and have the money, I think I'm going to stick with these new coins. And then rotate if I have money to rotate into the older coins. Big chunks of money would go into Bonk, Turbo, Ondo, Cookie, and whatever else there is. I can't even think of them right now. And then I would have some money to just rotate into the older coins. All those other coins on Coinbase like Spell and Sping and AVT and Swift Coin's a real good one. Swift Coin's going to surprise people. Jasmine's going to surprise people in my opinion. Alright, Polka for 2. She's bearish. Nothing bullish on this at all, my man. So stuck below the 3-2. I'm going to have to zoom in on this one. But ultimately, until you get back over 32 and up to 55, until you get over 55, you're still bearish, making lower lows and lower highs. We're going to zoom in short term. No bull run until it's over 125. If it breaks over 125, then you'll know it's in its bull run, but we'll have to look at the multiplier to see if that's even possible. Yeah, you hit and bounced along the final support, so that was it. You're above the 618. Short-term support is about 2021, bullish back over 26. And that should push you up to try to get you over 32, 33. But I would, if that's the bottom, that should be it. It shouldn't go any lower than that. And that's for poles to the moon. If that is your final bottom, is that your final answer? Yeah, 786 retracements at 10x from here. I don't know what poles is. That'd be 225, and then moonshot on poles would take you up here. Is that a billion market cap? I don't know if that's still correct, but a billion market cap supposedly to 12. That's a 54, 55x. And there's just, like I keep saying, there's no way that every coin on Coinbase is going to... Are we back? Alright, I unplugged my microphone on accident. I appreciate the two, though, my man. Alright, I gotta get caught up with the chat. I'm behind. Hoping to rotate. Oh, yeah, PNG, I forgot. You just need one to take off Pyth or Moonwell. Yeah, Moonwell's a good play. Alright, let me look at Jasmine real quick before I forget about Jasmine. For metal. Metal's rarely here anymore. And he knows, and I know, and we all know, we've been bullish on Jasmine for a very long time. 30 cents to $1, and get out of here. I just want to see on the overall chart. Oh yeah, I can't do anything with Jasmine. Just going sideways. Just going sideways until further notice. Jasmine. Yeah, hopefully my microphone's still on. But Jasmine on the Gate IO chart. What did we do? Did we break the downtrend? Yeah, Jasmine's in the same boat. I mean, if you zoom out, it's making higher highs, it's making higher lows. At some point, it's going to run. 618 retracement takes you to 30, I think is very, 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 very possible. It appears we did break the previous downtrend, finally, and we're just simply back testing this area. We saw Toshi do the same thing, and then it's just been grinding up, and then at some point it's just going to go vertical. But yeah, Jasmine's not looking horrible. It's not doing anything. Yeah, you're holding bullish support at 382, so as long as you're over 1.4, you're bullish. Lose 1.4, then it's simply coming back down to put in a higher low, which is very possible. So it depends on if September's bearish. So at most 14-15% drop, and then it'll finally be the bottom end. It's going to melt away for the next month. But I still do believe, I really do believe that Jasmine is going to be a big player this time. If Jasmine does not at least hit a 618 retracement, then none of you guys are making money. If Jasmine doesn't at least bounce to a 618 retracement, then it's a shitty bull run and no one's going to make any money. But I do believe very likely. So Jasmine's another one that I think, I mean, there's a little room to go down here, but a 20x from here is easily 30 cents. Yeah, I still think Jasmine's going to surprise everyone. Jasmine's going to shoot up here to $1. Wow. I would hold a good amount, not a good like a big huge bag, but I would hold a moonshot bag up to $1 for Jasmine just to see. It's not far-fetched to hit a 786 retracement. I definitely think 30. We got Shub for 279. I appreciate that. Thoughts on Swift? Swift, yeah, Swift. I'm bullish on too. Myro's getting ready to go up. What's up, Harlem? What's up, Sean? Yeah, Harlem. Have you been here for the Turbo TA, the Turbo and the Bonk TA? It's the best time to be buying these coins right now. Not financial advice. That's why I really need to get in over the next coming weeks because I'm running out of time. Oh man, I'm getting scared actually. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Swift Coin here. It's still holding over the high. It's doing it has done nothing forever. But the fact that it went sideways, it looks kind of like the ZBCN chart. This coin went sideways forever, and it's finally awake. It's finally putting in higher highs, finally putting in higher lows. Kind of a steep chart here. So if it does not break down below 0.008, at some point they're going to buy Swift again, and it's either that time to go to a new high, and it's going to do, yeah. Oh my God. From where Swift is right now, you're guaranteeing yourself a 10x to 10 cents. Unless it breaks down and it dives, which I don't think Swift is going to do, from here, the market structure, it's going to come up here to at least 10 cents. At least guaranteeing yourself a 10x there. But I think it's going way higher. I think 50 cents to $1. I know that's a little ridiculous to $1, $1.25. All we need is one or two giant green bull run candles, I keep saying, to spawn in. Even if it hits 20 cents, I would probably get out at 20. That's a 20x. So you have 10, 20, 50, and $1. A lot of good targets. Maybe take profit at 10, but I think it's going higher than that. Take a good chunk out at 20. That's your 20x. Yeah, and then maybe your moonshot's going to be the 50 cent range. And then your super moonshot's $1.25 range. But I'm very bullish on this chart. I will change my tune if we see it break down and come down here or something. If we are super bearish in September and early October, then we'll have to change our targets. But as of right now, this chart is telling me it's holding up. Next higher high is possibly around 10 cents. And then if it switches into bull run mode, alt season mode, there's nothing stopping it from 20 to 50 cents. Moonshot to $1. Man, I cannot wait to get in. Metal, you gotta save me. I can't get out of the shadow realm to save my life. You're in new coins, but some are undervalued. Yeah. BTC probably won't go to 200K. Oh man. Yeah, I know. I think that's a good target. I mean, I'm not saying, I think 180 to 200K is the fair price target. Like if you go watch Plan B's stuff and his charts and what he's got going on, every time it goes to, I can't remember what the chart was. I've said this before, but you just got to go look at his Twitter page or whatever. But the price of Bitcoin should hit 500K. You guys have no idea. Mother of all bull runs is coming in. Strap in extra tight. I don't need 10 cents to become a millionaire. I don't see it going up right for me. Metal, oh man. You only need 10 cent Jasmine to be a millionaire. My God. If I was metal detecting, I would be extremely excited that I'm going to be a millionaire in the next 4 months. I hope you are, my man, because 10 cents is nothing to me for Jasmine. I think it's definitely going to hit 30 cents. Maybe 30 cents is the top, so be it. But, you know, I know there's a lot of people like you that only need I remember one person saying 6 cents, and then 10 cents is, so 10 cents I think is very possible. So just be ready for it. I really think 20 to 30 cents is going to be a very good target where people are going to sell. Uh, I'm the same boat, my man. Nothing ever goes right for me. My bank account is in the negative right now. Things in life are in the negative. Everything's stuck in the shadow realm. I feel you, my man. I went, like I said, I don't know if you were here, but we went to the casino the other day, and the girl that was with me, first time, sat down, hit, put her thing in the dollar spin thing, bet $1. She got the wheel thing, and the wheel spun, $1,000 all for $1. And then she kept hitting on other machines, and I'm just like, I'm over here losing all my money, and I'm just like, why am I always unlucky? Everyone around me is just, the bells are going off. They're making some kind of money, and I'm losing. So I feel you, my man. I know how it is. I know how it is. Yeah, I don't know what the market cap is for Swift. Someone look up the market cap for Swift. And then what is the market cap going to be if it hits $1? Is it possible? You were at work, you missed the Turbo TA. We'll go back over it, I guess, because I'm bullish on Turbo. I don't want you guys buying it and making it go up, which there's not enough people here to do that anyway. There's only 30 people in here. Myro looks like it's getting ready to go up. All right, we'll do Seller Network real quick. I don't think anyone's going to buy Seller Network, so good luck. Seller Network. That may be on my rotation list. I don't even know. Hold on, I'm checking my phone. All right. Oh, Seller Network broke down, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's a down and sideways coin. There's nothing bullish on it. It broke the trend, as we know. There's nothing bullish on the Seller Network chart. So if that is the bottom, which it pretty much, like we've been pointing out, it came back down to this area. It could always go lower, but I think we don't have enough time for it to go lower. Same thing with Elon and so many other coins. So there's a good chance that it's probably putting in a bottom like a lot of these coins. And we're looking at on the monthly candles, so there's no room for monthly candles to keep breaking down from here. It's either going to start having a grind up, a large move up, because if these coins continue to go down, then they're never going up. But Seller Network here, it's not a bad idea to be buying in right here. I mean, there's nothing bullish on it. Like I said, you have to get over 8 to put a bottom in, and 1 penny just to be bullish short term. And then long term over 2. Seller Network going to do a 63, 64x to 50 cents. I would have to say a big no to that. But older coin, a 618 retracement in a bull market would give you a 618 at 5, and that's a 7.5x. That's exactly my rotation. So any of these coins that are on Coinbase, someone asked for some rotation coins. It's just go look at all the old coins. Shiba, this one, Spell, just all the old coins that are on Coinbase. If they get you a 5x, a 618 retracement, whatever it's going to be. If the 618 retracement from where it is now isn't like a 20, 30x, then, very possible these things are going to hit these targets here and then it's all over. I don't see Shiba, running to the moon. It may make I think Shiba's going to hit a new high, but I think it's only like a 10x move. There's no way it's going to run like it did last time because there's a new Shiba around every corner. Everywhere you look, new Shiba, new Doge, new Bitcoin. What's up, Dark Donuts? What's up, Raphael? Swift is 100 million market cap. All right. If I become a millionaire in 4 months, look for a huge super chat. I appreciate that, my man. What's in a huge falling wedge? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, everything's in channels and in wedges right now. But we're close to that point to where if we're gonna have a bull market, alt season, whatever it's gonna be, there's nothing gonna stop it. No matter what pattern you're in, um, more likely than not, it's gonna run if it's gonna get bought. There's just I don't know how it's gonna play out this time because there is so many coins now. There's gonna be tons of the Solana, Ethereum, base coins, all the little crappy meme coins, and all the little coins that are out there, all the billions of little coins. They may run a little bit, but there's going to be a good chunk of them that aren't going to do anything. They're going to go to zero. No one's going to buy them because there's not going to be enough money flowing in. But yeah, Turbo. I don't know if you're talking about Turbo or not, but yeah, Turbo. You said you had 3K on Turbo. If I had 3K on Turbo, I'd be excited right now because we've been going over. Even Bonk's a better play than Turbo at this point. Even though Turbo has a lower market cap, I would buy both of them if I was able to. I'd put 5K on each or 10K on each. I would be ecstatic. There's a very good chance Turbo is going to run all the way up here in a bull run, break to the top of the wedge. I know it's a rising wedge pattern, and everyone thinks it's the rising wedge pattern here. I guess you could look at it as it's getting ready for the bull run, and then bear market. That's when it's going to break down and do this, and then that's when you're going to finally see, oh, the rising wedge was in play. It did end up breaking down. But now we're at that period to where there's no time to go down. It's not going to break the wedge to the bottom here. Right now, there's a good chance for a 35x to 14 to 15 cents, maybe lower. So I think we went over this earlier, 5 to 10 cents maybe for a good 20x with a nice wick above the wedge, and then it turns into, yeah, it wicks above, it turns into a wick, gets stuck, and then it does the bear market to where it comes down here, breaks down, back test, and then it's over. But what I'm saying is right now, from where Turbo is, Bonk has a better multiplier, but 3K, if you're guaranteeing yourself off of 3K, at least top of the wedge again before the run is over, 1618 retracement to 3 pennies. And it'll probably wake up to 4 to 5 pennies. So maybe 5 pennies is a very good target on Turbo. And that's what is that? Because just to hit the 1618, that is an 8x. You're guaranteeing yourself an 8x to there. And a wick above 5, you're looking at about a 12x. I think those are very good targets, very good, almost guaranteed prices to hit, and then we'll take it from there. And if it's a big bull run, like I keep saying, then it'll shoot all the way up here. 35x. Turn into a large wick, and then it's just over. Kind of like it did back here. But you get the idea. Same thing with Bonk. Most will blow off top before the bear market. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with Bonk here, or Turbo. Your blow off top's going to be, let's say September, if we're not bearish. A nice candle spawning in, we hold. And then come October, nice pump, we're almost there. Maybe a slight pullback, and then come November, December, we're hitting the top of the wedge. You guys are making money. And then all of a sudden, our blow off top scenario, which could be anywhere from 5 to 10 cents, and it could blow off top up here to this, and then it's going to do this, and then it's over. And that would be your blow off top scenario. And at that point, you could look back and be like this, pull this up here and say, oh, yeah, it was a very, very large wedge, and it played out, and it's in the bear market. So hopefully you guys get the idea of that. It does not have to be here. It could tell us it's all the way up here, depending on where you want to draw your stuff at. So it could be anywhere up here. But you're on the bottom, and there's only one way to go. It's up. I gotta answer my phone in a minute. It keeps going off. I gotta see what's going on. Same thing with Bonk here. I know we keep going over Turbo and Bonk, but I'm just extremely bullish on these charts here. Well, Bonk, whatever coin it is that we're looking at. See, here's Bonk. Same thing. We'll go over Velo. Someone asked for Velo. If you look at the overall chart, it's holding the wedge pattern, and Bonk's even better, even though it's got a higher market cap. From where we are now on Bonk, we're holding over the 382, so we're technically high to the low, still bullish. But I don't think any of that matters, because you could see that possibly the two a little above. Right now, if you were to just pile into Bonk, put 10K in here, you're guaranteed pretty much a 20x. Not financial advice, so someone don't go buy 100,000 Bonk here, or whatever crazy number it's going to be, and then it drops a little, you lose half your money, or whatever, and then you cry, you get out, and then it goes up. Or it may not even go that high. Maybe it only comes up to here, and oh, you said it was going to 20x, and it only 10x, and I didn't get out. You got to use your own brain power. But to me, this tells me where it's going. Because there's going to be tons of people that are going to act like that. They know what they're in, but they're going to act like little babies when it comes to money, even though you're a grown person. I'm not speaking to you, I'm just speaking in general. We know these people are going to come in, because you guys have been here for a long time. A lot of people are coming back in, but a lot of you guys have been here for a very long time. What's up, Remy, ZBCN? But yeah, I'm excited for you guys, because we're almost there to where the money's going to come flowing in. You guys are going to make money, because a lot of you guys, I know kind of what you guys are holding. Like Metal, I know Metal's going to be a millionaire. He just needs a 10-cent Jasmine, and he made it. He's going to walk out of the shadow realm crying, and I'm going to be extremely happy for him. Yeah, ZBCN and Toshi. Man, there's no telling if we're going to have a retracement before rate cuts. I just know if they cut rates, we're just going to go straight up. That's the idea, but yeah, we'll look at ZBCN. But yeah, the dominance has to completely fall, which it's doing right. Oh, damn, the dominance is falling. Oh no, we haven't looked at the dominance in a while. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, we're right there. If this doesn't tell you, we're right there. Because there's a lot of coins coiled up like this. They're making, some are made like BNB and whatever else is out there. They're making new highs, and they're coiled up like this. They're about to go to the moon, and now that the dominance has actually broken this channel, that's telling me we're right on the cusp of. We're right on the cusp. I mean, it may bounce back a little bit, and we're bearish for a little bit, but we're right on the cusp of whatever's going to happen. It's about to nosedive, and altcoins are going to go straight up. Of course, there's other things that have to happen, but this is a very positive sign that we're getting so close to a run. On top of that, oh man. Oh, the market cap's about to break the high. This is why we drew this red line here. We needed to get above this red line and break over 103. We're sitting at 106. This thing's about to break out, so that's another positive sign. We're right there. And remember when we were looking at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart? It came down to that final level that I was pointing out. That's probably going to be it. Yeah, we came down where we needed to come down to. Even Ben Cohen said Ethereum went home. And now look at us. It's bullish. Everything's pointing in the right direction. We're about to go up. Bitcoin's coiled up here, running out of time on our our Bitstamp chart, but you can clearly see that we're about to have a large move up. And then it's going to be November. Maybe it's not exactly accurate, but this seems to all be accurate. But we're about to have a straight up move over the next couple of months. 3 at most, in my opinion. And then the other thing is, of course, the DX. No, not the DXY. What was it? Where's the... Oh, yeah, this. The S&P. Last time that happened was back here, where it had that wick and that moved down, and then it was up from there into 2021 top. And then we just did the same thing in April of 2025, and we're bullish now, going up. Damn. And it may be different. We may just go straight up, and then it's over. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's so many things telling me, along with the charts we're looking at, that we're running out of time. If you're not in, you're about to get left behind. The rockets are getting fueled up at the moment. The fuel is coming in. People are buying their tickets. ZBCN's trying to hold up here. I don't know what ZBCN's doing. It's trying to hold the 382 to stay bullish over 4-1. Oh, that's right. I can't pull volume up on this chart. But it looks just like Swift. Sideways, and it started pumping up. So we'll see what happens with ZBCN. See if we can hold over 4-1 here and stay bullish once again. But I do think ZBCN is going to be a good play. Still looking for ZBCN for a fair price on ZBCN. It's 10 cents. Yeah, how long have we been on here? You guys hit the like button, please. I forgot to do a poll again. I keep forgetting to do polls. Yeah, 25x to 10 cents. I think that would give it, what, a 9 billion market cap, if I'm correct? I don't remember, but I think at 8 or 9 billion market cap. If I remember correctly. There's just too many coins to remember, you guys. Fingers crossed. 6 billion Elon, any good? Oh yeah. Elon's on the bottom too. I would love to buy Elon right now. We're going to have to wait to see what happens after this cycle. I want to see who's right about where Bitcoin's going. If plan B is right and we hit 500K, then definitely a million by 2030. We'll see. I mean, there's no point in looking. For me, there's no point in looking in the future. I know you're going to buy some Bitcoins. I'm going to buy. If I make money, I'll buy Bitcoin in the bear market. Because I think we went over it last night that it may go back all the way down to 50K minus 40 to 50K, and then that'll be the bottom of the bear market. When you see 45, 50K Bitcoin again after it hits 200, whatever it's going to hit, I have no idea. But we will see what happens. No one's in the market right now, but there's more and more and more people that know about crypto now. The big money players, more people. So we may have everyone just pile in 1 month and we just go completely straight up vertical, and then all the noobs are going to get holding the bags, and we're all going to sell, make money, and they're going to hold, thinking everyone's going to be talking about Bitcoin and Dogecoin and everything else. All season's here. Get ready for 3 or 4 months of bullishness, and then 1 month it's over and they're like, what? And then they're never going to come back next cycle. They're going to call crypto rubbish because they lost all their money, because they weren't here before. They weren't here listening to TCU and cryptomyalysis. Oh man. What was the other I don't remember what someone said. buying after September 7th. Yeah, where's silver at? Silver done melted away in the Texas sun. Oh, maybe he went to the casino. I guess you mean 6 million turbo enough? Just look at how much money you put in on it and just multiply that by whatever we said it's going to go up. I think it's a good solid 10x play, like a solid 10x play. So whatever money you got on it, just times it by 10. You're going to buy a G-Wagon. Can GFI do a 35 or a 40x? Probably not. Yeah, I saw you ask for GFI earlier. We already covered GFI. I don't know what it is with GFI, but GFI bores the hell out of me. Not to say anything about the coin. It's just still bearish. I don't know where a good GFI chart is. Oh, there's Credify, GFI. Yeah, GFI is still in a massive downtrend. It's on support right now at the 236 at 56, but clearly low to the high, can go lower down to 4 if it wants. Until it breaks the downtrend, as of right now, over 7 to 8 cents and pretty much a dollar, it's not bullish. I mean, I guess your moonshot is all the way up there at 50 bucks. I guess that's your 30x, 33x. Is that going to happen? I guess that's not even right. We're not even in the right spot. Never mind. All right, I'm going to have to answer this call here in a moment. Yeah, there's... let me find the better chart. GFI. What are we looking at? The Coinbase chart? I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah, this is what we drew earlier. All right, this is the better chart. Yeah, it's not a bad spot to be buying GFI. It looks like the bottom is probably in. Final 786 support. It's hitting this box here, which if you draw, that's this final area at the bottom. It could wick down below, but ultimately you said can hit 30x. I would say at most it maybe from where you are today can 25x to about 15 bucks. It's just like I keep saying, it depends on how many people come in. We're running out of time. If this is going to happen in 1 month or whatever it's going to be, we're going to see how many people actually pile into the crypto market here. But if no one comes in, then it's going to be crap. I'm with you, my man. I'm going to retire next year. I want to retire this year. 2026, I'm just sitting here thinking of what I need to buy because I don't have to work anymore. Oh yeah, all right, let me put this on PNG because someone's been asking for PNG. PNG is going to be a good play. They're on Coinbase, of course. They're a little well known, I guess. Not big time, but there are some larger YouTubers that talk about them. I know it used to be Crypto John's baby, didn't it? I haven't heard or saw a Crypto John video in ages. Is he even still around? You guys still watch Crypto John? I forgot about him. Yeah, it's still in the downtrend. Still holding bullish over the 382. That's probably your bottom. We went over this 1,000 times. Resistance on the macro chart turned resistance, now turned support. So the 382 at 1-1 is probably the bottom. So the only way by this stage of the game for PNG to go is up. It really can't break down from here. It could pull back down to 11. Keep that in mind. Because I've had so many times where someone will come on here and say, oh, you said it was going up from here, and it crashed 10, 15%. Well, you're in crypto. Be a big boy. I'm getting scared I'm going to miss, and I'm starting to get, I guess, grouchy about it. Every time I look at these charts, I'm just like, man, how did I get here? If it doesn't break down, PNG, they got all the coins in circulation. PNG could surprise and hit $5 to $6 and do about a 40x. If it doesn't break down and it stays over 11, then I would say $1.30 is very likely. So you're looking at a solid 10x. If you just need a 10x play, PNG could be your play. It hit macro bottom, and there's a good chance it'll hit over $1. And like I said, it'll probably go higher than that. But that would be a good rotation play. I would buy PNG, get a 10x, and get out. All right, we still got 37 people in here. Jeez. All right. Yeah, everyone hit the like button. If any of you members, Metal, Cha, someone come up with a poll. It can be about whatever. I had ZBC in Harlem, but I sold it because I had to pay bills. Insurance was due. I didn't want to talk about it anymore. I'm so far in the shadow realm on finances, it's ridiculous. Can't even use my bank account right now because it's a negative. So any money I transfer to my bank is just going to get sucked out by the shadow realm authorities. It is what it is. But yeah, I will be right back. I gotta go make this phone call and I'll get me a drink and I will be right back. You guys, hang out, talk amongst yourselves for a moment. We'll see what else we can look at for just a moment. ABT, yeah, maybe ABT. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. All right, what we got going on? We still got 22 people in here. We lost like half the people. Uh, Crash will come. Yeah, at this point of the game, I mean, whatever's going to happen in the world, whatever. We'll go down 10%, 5%, whatever, 2%, and people will cry, crash, bull market's over, but it's coming. It's coming. You guys don't have to worry. If for some reason it doesn't come and there's no alt season and it just sucks and none of us make money, like good money, especially you guys, then no one's gonna come back next time. Crypto's gonna be dead. No one will come back. But I'm a strong believer that we are gonna go straight up very soon. And if we don't, then no one makes money and the channel will die from there. And it'll be off into the shadow realms forever, but that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm just surprised Silver's not here tonight. Silver, Flip Coins, Kura, Ross, Yosef. Hope Alex is doing all right. Rachel, Patrick. Anyone else I'm missing? All the different Daves. Not enough people into crypto, not enough volume. Till 2026, nothing's happening. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, where's Roger? Roger, my man, are you here listening? Getting worried about you down there in Mexico. Mexico Shadow Realms got you captured. Yeah, I think you guys are on a delay. Like a big time delay. Yeah, you guys have to push live on the screen so you get caught up to live. Pingu, what's up, JY? Yeah, I saw you said that earlier. No, Pingu's a real good play. I actually saw today again. I'm seeing the Pudgy Penguins on social media, like X, Facebook, Dinosaur Facebook. There's reels. There was a couple of reels that my daughter sent me about Pudgy Penguins, and she had no idea, and I told her what Pudgy Penguins is. She was like, oh. But they got the little memes and little reels coming out for Pudgy Penguins. Yeah, Pingu is very bullish here. Look at this chart. Pudgy Penguin's going to be the next one to run. Yeah, whatever happened to Moodang? Yeah, I don't remember what happened to Moodang. Just anything I say, I know we were talking about Moodang months ago, that it was extremely bullish and about to go up. I think it went down. But the closer and closer we get to the end of the year, there's nowhere but up to go. Pingu here. Pingu is looking very bullish. Pingu's going to be a very good play. Did it make a new? No, it didn't make a new high, but it's right there. Extremely coiled up here. Pingu. Yeah, once the little sheeps figure out that Pingu on their little reels and TikToks, their little Pudgy Penguins are actually a crypto coin, it's going to go viral and then everyone's going to buy it. Right now, it's still trading in this falling wedge. It's right below 3 at the 236, but you know, it is what it is. It was the same way back here and then it pumped up. It's pretty much holding this area, but very bullish looking chart. If it can stay over 3, it's extremely bullish. on Pingu. And then Pingu to the moon. Pingu's going to be a good one. What is Pingu at? 3 pennies. So Pingu to $1, $1.30. I think it's possible. So Pingu could be a good 40x play from here. Probably a guaranteed 40, 50 cent, 12 to 15x. Almost. I got to say guaranteed because no one's here. There's no volume. There's so many coins now, but you got to just kind of keep your eyes and ears open. Pingu, Turbo, Bonk, Toshi, Degen, Pepe. That's only 5 coins. What's the other ones? But these, there's not just one Shiba this time. There's a big handful of Shibas this time. So just pick the right one. They came out with so many coins. It's going to be hard to pick the right coin. Mudang. What is it? Peanut the Squirrel's on, I believe, Robinhood, along with Bonk. So Pingu or Peanut the Squirrel, Bonk, they're both going to be extremely good plays. Bonk is probably going to be an extremely well play. Yeah, where's our Mudang chart? Yeah, whatever happened to Floki? Floki's an old one too, but yeah, Mudang doesn't look horrible. Had a decent run. Yeah, I will see what happens. What was that other coin? Oh, ACH. We haven't looked at ACH in a while. Where's the ACH action at? I'm extremely bullish on Alchemy Pay. I think out of the older coins, ACH and Jasmy, and of course there's things like Elon and stuff, but these older coins that no one thinks are going to do anything, I think ACH and Jasmy are going to surprise people. And like I said, along with a handful of other coins. But this is a very bullish looking chart. It's been making it's very bullish. So depending on when we flip bullish, this is going to happen again. August of 2021, this thing went to the moon. One giant green candle spawned in on ACH. Holy crap. Wow, this thing did a 35x. And now we're just looking for moonshot 50 cents, 23, 24x for a higher high. Bearish scenario would be 30 cents for 15x. Very good looking chart. ACH to the moon, just like Jasmy. Wait till rate cuts happen for businesses to have capital to pour into crypto. Yeah, when rate cuts happen, it's just going to be a free-for-all. It's going to be nuts. Yeah, Myro. Yeah, ArcBlock and Myro. Yeah, how do you say your name? Crypto Headish? Crypto Hightish? $0.40 is realistic for... Yeah, who is Tom Lee? Someone explain to me who Tom Lee is. I see that on Twitter all the time, that Tom Lee bought this, or bought Ethereum, bought whatever. Who is Tom Lee? I have no idea who Tom Lee is. So someone please enlighten me. Tom Lee to the moon. I don't know who it is, but he's going to the moon. 40 cents realistic target for Pingu. 50 cents on ACH, $1 on Jasmy. Pingu to $3. Quant to 5,000. We're all gonna make it. Wait, what did you say? Oh yeah, 40 cents on Pingu. That's if it doesn't die from here, It depends on what's going to happen because we look at Pingu all the time. It's in a falling wedge right now, but if it ends up breaking that to the bottom and it ends up coming back down here, September is extremely bearish. October, half of October is bearish, then it could come all the way down here. Then that is, of course, going to change our macro target. But as of right now, it's in a falling wedge. It's holding the 236. It's bullish. But if it ends up coming all the way down to the 0.5 area, 618 on the smaller one, then yeah, 40 cents is good. It's only a 26x. Conservative price would be a 10x to 15 if it comes down there. But as of right now, it's in a falling wedge. Doesn't look horrible. I think 40 cents is definitely possible. You're at 3 pennies. And like I said, the fact that I'm seeing Pingu in a lot more different social platforms, which there's more exposure now than there was for Shiba back in the day. Shiba was the big coin that I was in. And I would have to say it was combined, or it was only confined to the Shiba community. There was other people that knew about Shiba, but the Shiba community was huge, and they were calling for ridiculous prices like XRP people do and IC people do and whatever else. But Pingu is going to be a good play, so I could see Pingu hitting $1 plus, $1.30. Pingu's going to pull a degen. It's going to have a massive or 2 massive candles spawn in past $1, and then it's over. So yeah, I think 40 cents is very likely. That's my opinion though. But regardless, whatever happens this cycle, the bull run, we're going to know by the beginning of next year, I think. And we can actually look back and see. So if it's January, February at latest 2026, and these coins had some sort of a blow off top spike to the upside, and they're making lower highs already, then we're going to know. At that point, we're going to know. So if something like this holds up and it spikes all the way up here, hits $1.30, and then it's put in a higher low, we're going to know at that point, come February of next year, it's over. That's it. That was the top, and then it's bear market territory. Strap in for the next 3 years of Shadow Realm. But there's some good plays out there right now, like really good plays. Pingu, Toshi, Bonk, Turbo, whatever else. SEI is another good one. Yeah, any of these new coins that are kind of larger, I mean, just look at their community, look at their Twitter, look at their market caps, combine all that stuff, and if there's a lot of YouTube channels talking about like SEI or Swee's another good one, Cookie DAO, if they have pretty decent followings, they're gonna go. ACHES, a good rotation. Tommy Lee is a big investor in the stock market. He always on CBCN and MSBC. Got billions in stock management. Okay, I gotcha. I got 500 million Shiba. Yeah, any good? Pingu's way bigger than Shiba. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. So I don't know if it's going to be Toshi, Pingu, whatever it's going to be. Something's going to be the next Shiba to where it's just, it is what it is. Because Shiba, Dogecoin, these are dinosaur coins. Even with Elon. So I think the sleepers are going to be, I think the sleepers from last time that people underestimate, ACH, Jasmine, and Elon. Maybe that's because I've always invested in those. I don't have them anymore. But I think they're going to perform well, those three. But then you have all the new coins that you can't really pass up, like Pingu. Pepe is going to be huge. I think Pepe's going to be the poster child for the next Shiba. And then you're going to have all the ones behind it, like Pingu and whatever else there is. Just Pepe has to be the next Shiba, which it's not great because I was there in the Shiba community. I was on Shiba Swap, staking my Shiba, doing all that stuff. Every time there was week after week, month after month, we were looking for exchange listings and this catalyst, that catalyst. We're going here, we're going there. I don't remember what it was now. We're going to a penny, whatever it was. But the community was so bullish on it that a lot of people got left holding their bags, did not sell. And when I saw us pump real hard, I didn't have enough. I sold. And shortly after, it was the top and it was over. When all these people were getting mad at you for selling paper handing. I remember that back in the day, paper handing. But you got to do what's best for you. Don't expect your coin to go to these ridiculous prices, and because it's not going to happen. Yeah, and you guys that have been on this channel for the last 2 or 3 or 4 years, however long it's been now, it's been a while. We've been here for a long time. Can you guys imagine? We've been here for so long. We're almost at that point to where we don't have to be here anymore. I've screwed up in life to where I can't even get in the market now, but we're at that point to where it's make or break time. Shiba, I think, is going to... Shiba in a good market cycle is going to do a 10x. But if you're holding Shiba, I know you want your money back. If you've been holding since last time. But now there's so many different coins. You could put that money from Shiba, even though you're down, into something else like Turbo, Bonk, Pingu, Toshi, new coins, Cookie DAO, whatever it's going to be, and you probably make way more money than you did because Shiba's a dinosaur. There's no way it's going to be as big as it was. Yeah, I agree. Pingu's a good one. It's way bigger than Shiba. I think at this point, if you're holding Shiba, I don't know if you're up or down on it, underwater. But at this point, if you want the Shiba of this cycle, it's going to be something like Pepe. Everyone knows about Pepe. Pepe's probably going to blast out of here. And then everyone that bought Pingu and everything else will be like, man, I wish I bought Pepe. I'm not a big person on Pepe, but I just see Pepe. I know from last time there was always everyone talking about Solana, Axie Infinity, of course Shiba, but those were the two big ones that I remember. And I didn't buy those. I held on to Shiba because I was in that community. And then I remember when I was thinking about buying Axie Infinity, it just left. And then went to the moon. And I was like, oh my God, why did I just buy it? Oh, we got Crypto Meolysis in the house. We're going to look at Elon. One of them will pull a Doge run. Yeah, same thing with Doge. I mean, Doge has a little bit... I mean... Doge is very popular, but it's not going to go that high. $1, maybe $2 if you're lucky. Same thing with XRP. I know there's XRP Moon Boys. XRP is the future, whatever. But as for this market cycle, if you're looking for a little 2-3x play, then, you know, by all means, XRP or Dogecoin or something like that. Maybe Shiba, but there's so many new coins now, and you got to look at the new coins that are actually being talked about and asked for and covered by people. Crypto Meolysis in the house. Sell the top, baby. ABT and Myro. All right, ABT, Myro, and then... Yeah, Myro's another sleeper. Myro's going to be on my list for another sleeper. Up there with Elon, ACH, and Jasmine. Myro's another one. Myro, I think, is going. Was that two? Yeah, Myro's grinding up. Look at it. It's still bearish as hell. Zooming out to the overall chart. So Myro, from where you are on Myro, you're still extremely bearish below the 236 at 2.5. Not bullish till you're over 4. No bull run till over 10.5. But I do think Myro is going to surprise a lot. Myro looks just like DGen. This is the DGen chart. They look exactly the same, without a doubt. Myro's definitely going to hit dollar. Yeah. You may not agree, but Myro and DGen are going to rock it up here. 40x plays. Myro's a good one. It's still stuck. It's still bearish. It gets stuck at the 382 every time. So I would say Myro's going to start going to the moon once it breaks over 4, because clearly it's getting stuck there every time. So once Myro is over 4 pennies, you can be extremely bullish on it. Myro over 4 is bullish. And I do think Myro's going to pull a good move. And then, of course, we said Elon earlier, ABT. ArcBlock's going to be a good one. Where's Lynx at? Lynx is bullish on ABT. ArcBlock to the moon. ArcBlock's still bearish in a downtrend, so we can't get too excited about it until later. Yeah, this did the same thing as ZBCN and SwiftCoin. Down and sideways forever. It finally pumped. It's doing the same thing as PNG and LCX and whatever else there is. It's still bearish, still in a downtrend. Clearly, bottom is in. Our red box held. Let me zoom it out. As you can see. Damn, there was no volume on that. But it is grinding its way up. So what we'll do here is simply do this. It looks like once you finally get back over, yeah, we'll just say $1. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. Once ArcBlock is back over $1, you're bullish again. Break out over $1.80 or so. 195. Oh, that's locked. But if ArcBlock can hold over $1, break the downtrend and get bullish. But you can clearly see the red box here. Support and resistance, and it's been going sideways. It found support again. Downtrend. Once it breaks the downtrend, more likely than not, the 1618 is going to come into play. Doesn't have to, but ArcBlock is probably good for a 20x. So this is what we've been saying. ArcBlock $20 to $30. A wick above will give you a 30 for a 37x from here. If it doesn't break down below 50 and dies. As long as you're above 50, it puts on the table $20 to $30 in my opinion. Very conservative price would be $5. So I mean, some of these coins like ArcBlock here, if it if it stays where it is, and you buy in, and it starts to grinding up, and it's over 90 $1. From here, if you buy in, yeah, that's a guaranteed 8x, which in crypto that's nothing, but in the stock market, can you imagine people wait their whole lives to get a 5 to 10x on a stock? Crypto's here to save us. Yeah, I remember that too. Don't look. I don't want to see. Shiba might be a good rotation. Yeah, we're going to look at Shiba. I remember holding Shiba thinking it was going to drop his... Yeah, I remember those days too, Harlem, where it was always this catalyst, that catalyst. We're going to drop a 0 here. We're going to drop like 3 or 4 zeros, and then you get out. But I got out early. I made money on Elon, Shiba, and Cardano, but a couple of $1,000s each. So I was not prepared. I was new to crypto. What do you say? I remember holding Shiba. Oh yeah, Mr. The Creek Doge at $2. Hello, I died. Yeah, Doge, and it's like XRP. If XRP gets to $5, I'm gonna be absolutely stunned and amazed. Not to say anything against XRP or Silver or anyone that's XRP Army. Like XRP has been holding up very well here. Did it make a new high? I don't remember. A lot of these larger coins at the top made higher highs. There's so much on the chart. Oh yeah, we made a higher high. Yeah, I don't know where XRP is going. XRP is going to a $8 to $10 for like a second, and then it's over. Market cap's gonna be too high. I'm gonna smack it back down and say, "Get the fuck out of here." Oh shit! I said the F word. Damn. Oh no. It's time to go down. He done cursed. Shiba, what is Shiba doing? Oh man. Oh wow. Damn, Shiba went to the moon and never went down. It's been going sideways forever. But yeah, I still think Shiba's going to hit this 100 billion plus market cap. Just because it's Shiba, it doesn't have to. It may not. That may be your moonshot, but that's a 14x. Last time I looked, 106 billion market cap to the new high at 301. That's gonna if that goes to that, we have a good bull run. But it's going sideways and down. Sideways as of now. Holding the 236 at 401. Bullish over 4016. The same thing with Shiba. It'll have some sort of a run, but it's not going to be huge. If you get a 14x out of Shiba, if you're at a 10x out of Shiba, you better get the hell out. We got Cryptomyalysis with the cat for 150. I appreciate that, my man. Are you live streaming tonight, my man? Cryptomyalysis in the house. Everyone go over to Cryptomyalysis and go follow him and like his stuff. We're in the same boat. We're trying to make it. He's a good man, good channel, similar TA. So everyone here, if you have not, go follow Cryptomyalysis. One of these days, I'm going to take Cryptomyalysis to the casino, and we're going to gamble our Shiba winnings away, Elon winnings. Oh yeah, we didn't look at Elon yet. Elon. Yeah, 2 years ago I had 10 grand plus in Elon. I'm glad I don't have it anymore. Yeah, Elon put the bottom in. There's nowhere for Elon to go but up. There's nowhere for it to go but up. Look at this chart. This is a beautiful chart. And even if Elon just does a 618 retracement, that's a 6.5x on your investment. Let me fix that. Yeah, about a 7x. Yeah, at minimum, I think Elon's good for a 20x. Lower high, 20x, and it's over. Bullish, I still think this 6 area, 60x from here. There's so many good plays right now. Turbo, Bonk, Elon, ACH, Jasmine, Well, Pingu. There's so many good plays right now. I just don't have the money to buy in. It sucks. Yeah, where's my man Roger at? Yeah, Roger or Ross. If you're in the Shadow realm or you're in the shadows, where's Shadow at? Shadow, come forth, my man, out of the Shadow realm. Where's Shadow and Ross and Patrick? Where are you guys at? Alex? We're almost there, and you guys aren't around. DZ808. What's up, Undead? DZ. Is that you, DZ? You changed your picture to why'd you change your picture and your name? Or did YouTube do that? I know that's you because you said dog. You said dog and me and Mamo. DZ808. Why is your picture a woman? Have you always been a woman? And he said Ondo. DZ's in the house. I need dog and me. We got DZ in the house. He changed everything up. You can't be doing that. You guys cannot change your profile pictures or your names because when we hit and we're going up, I'm not going to recognize you, who you are, and you're out. You're in timeout for the rest of the bull run. You're going to miss out because I don't know who you are. DZ808 is going to come on here and say, I need dog in me. And he's going to keep saying it, and then I'm going to put him in timeout, and then he's going to say it again. Then Slava's going to ban him, and then it's over. He missed the bull run because he changed his profile picture. What's up, Sam? ZBCN? Is Sam in the house? Yeah, ZBCN's a good play. ZBCN, if you get to 10 cents on ZBCN, get out. Yeah, let me ask you a question, Sam. Are you from Texas? Sam Shipley. Are you from Texas? Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'm trying to scroll back to my chat so I can see some of you guys. ICT Easy, what do you think about Brett? I don't know about Brett. Some of the larger influencers shilled Brett forever, but Brett's not on any exchange that you can buy the damn thing. Let's make you donate more. Come on, Elon. Yeah, Crypto Meolysis, Elon's going to surprise. It's going to go up. Trust me. Elon's one of those coins that I used to have 10 plus grand on it, and if I could again, I would put money on Elon and not worry. Elon's going to rocket the hell out of here. But yeah, Brett, the boys club, Brett, Andy, and Pepe, they're probably going to do very great. So Brett's not a bad choice. But yeah. So some of these coins, like Brett and Pepe, I don't know where Andy is these days. I don't know if you guys know Andy. But Brett should do well. It's on base. Base is going to do well. First bull run. Pepe is going to be the next Shiba. So Pepe is going to, when Pepe actually runs, Pepe is going to run hard. Like super hard. You're not going to have much time to get out of Brett. That's not Brett, Pepe. So when Pepe's going to the moon, if you're happy and you know it, if you're happy and you know it, amen. If you're happy and you know it, get the hell out. It's over. At any point, if you don't want to be greedy, if you're happy with your portfolio and you're dancing, and you're excited, you're ready for that next move up, you're going to make so much more money because you're excited because you already made a shit ton of money. That is your point to say, get out. When you're extremely excited and euphoric, get the hell out. Because I don't want any of you guys to be holding the bags for the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, whatever it's going to be. What are we talking about? Maybe he's using YouTubers to look at his coins, the fact that he's a girl. Yeah, YouTube, I noticed YouTube changed, even I have another account. YouTube changed a lot of people's names to where they have their regular, whatever it is, DZ, whatever it is, and they put numbers behind it. That didn't happen to you, Cryptomyalysis, but my other account and a lot of people here on the channel, it changed their names and put a number behind it. So I'm getting confused of who's who now. But yeah, they changed the names, but they never changed the picture. So DZ, my man, what's up with the picture? You've been here for a long time. What's happening? Oh, we got Silver in the house. What's up, Silver, my man? Silver's finally in the house. He was taking a nap. Yeah, we said you melted away in the Texas heat. Oh no, I said Silver's not here. He went gambling. He heard about the Texas casino, which I think there's more from my understanding now, but he went gambling. He's lost in the gamble casino shadow realm. We lost Silver to the dark side. Yeah, so why is yeah, DZ? I know YouTube plays too much because they changed a lot of people's names and put numbers on them. But you've been here forever. You always ask for the same coins, but why is your picture different? You're the first one I've seen where the name's different, but now the picture's different. Which actually earlier today, I was actually talking to someone that's been on the channel for a good while, on the videos for a good while. And I always thought it was a dude, but I found out it's actually a girl. So I was surprised. So I mean, nothing's gonna surprise me at this point. I don't care. But the Shadow Realm is getting us. Mr. Dope Smokes. Do you think the bottom? Do you think the Bitcoin low is in now? Probably. Yeah, we'll probably end it on this because I gotta get to sleep. I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for a 12-hour plus shift at the best place in the world. Someone save me. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to be free. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing before we end this really quick here. Yeah, the market's just so bearish right now. Yeah, it's doing the same thing it did last time. I don't know if you guys can see this, but same thing it did last time. Got stuck, came all the way down, got stuck, it's coming all the way down. It's holding the 0.5 support. Is it going to come down and break 109 to 107? It could, but your support right now is 110. Bullish back over 113.8. If it gets back over 113.8 where we're getting stuck, you're bullish again, but it's getting stuck. So if the monthly candle can hold up, if this turns into a wick and we hold the monthly candle over 13.8, then we're in good shape. We're even still in good shape here. We're still holding the 0.5. Any lower than 107, then the bull run's over. So other than that, I appreciate you guys coming in here. And with that being said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Everyone go follow Cryptomyalysis over on his channel. Watch his live streams and his videos. Yeah, I probably won't be streaming for the next 3 days, 3 or 4 days, because it's just a hell of a time. But we'll see what happens. I appreciate you guys. None of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck. Be safe. Be careful. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.